Hello everyone, welcome to this video. My name is Nazarena and today I will be doing a book review, and the book is called The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. So I'll be covering some basic information about the book, themes in the story, one of the main approaches, my personal opinion of course, and recommendations at the end. So without saying any more, let's begin. Well, I have the book here. This is one of the covers that you will find, but there are a lot of them, as you can see here, and they depend on the adaptation or even the level. The book belongs to the Gothic fiction genre. It was published in 1886 by Robert Louis Stevenson during the Victorian era. This is why many of the fears, concerns, and contradictions of this period of time are reflected in the book. The story is set in London, and it is told mostly from Mr. Utterson's point of view, who is a friend and lawyer of Dr. Jekyll, who is the protagonist in the story. Mr. Utterson becomes increasingly concerned about Dr. Jekyll's strange behavior and his apparent association with Mr. Edward Hyde, who is the antagonist. And well, I'm not going to spoil anything, but a set of unsettling events happen, and these events are acts of cruelty and aggression, and they involve Mr. Hyde. Meanwhile, Dr. Jekyll becomes more isolated, and he insists that there is nothing to worry about, but there are even more details emerging, and it is obvious that something much darker is going on. As you could see, the plot is very interesting and it is very enjoyable to read. I remember that when I read it for the first time, I was a child, so I read an adaptation for beginners, and the way in which it was narrated, it was very engaging, and it really caught my attention because it has a lot of mystery elements, and also it is very original in that sense. And while the ending is surprising, so I had never read anything like that before. It is also interesting the fact that at the beginning some things are a little bit confusing, but as you keep on reading, you will start realizing what is going on, and you start connecting different pieces of information in order to know what is happening in the story. It is not difficult to read because it's not long. It has 60 pages more or less. But it explores complex themes such as the struggle between good and evil, science versus morality, addiction, the loss of control, reputation, and the duality of human nature, which is one of the main concerns of the psychological approach. So you will see here that this is not only a horror story, but it is also a deep exploration into the inner conflicts of the unconscious, repression, duality, and there are many other stories that are also related to this theme, but this is the one that introduced the concept of the Jekyll and Hyde personality. This concept refers to the dual personality within one single person, and it shows the different sides of one personality. For example, a person that is cruel in one moment but pleasant in another. What I love the most about the book is that it is really thought-provoking, and it leads you to think about this question. Do humans have both an evil side and a good side, or are they inherently good or evil? Overall, the book covers really interesting themes that are well developed in the relationship between the characters, and it is ideal for fans of Gothic fiction, of course, but I also highly recommend this story to students who are interested in psychological thrillers or in English literature. There are still a lot of aspects to be mentioned, of course, but so far, the most important characteristics of the novel have been presented here. I hope this video is useful for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next review. Bye!